Okay.
Lights, 2 lights, 3.
So we've got 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights.
Lights out and away we go.
Duck, duck, go. Found a pussy in a dollar bin. Guess you forgot your galana bin. Can't get loose, get your guts, got your tongue again. Rope burn on your hand, are you numb yet? I can go and get medication. Morning man, I can deal with everything. Every night, I can make it like home.
TTM Dave is going to come home with the round 3 victory.
Taking this pizza race P1, congratulations there.
Welcome back to another edition of Top 10 Moments. This week we head off for round 3/round 2 for those tier 2 and F2. All of the clips are around Bahrain, some of them around Bahrain, normal Bahrain GP, so I get some around the short Bahrain circuit. Starting off with number 10, we have Portley versus Curry. Jumping right into the action now as Portley, you see, dives down the inside of Curry on the shorter section and makes the move up into 4th place. On to number 9, we have Ewan versus M Still. From our tier 3 race, on board with Ewan at the moment, we see the red arrow of M Still dive up the inside, coming into turn 4. Ewan's going to stick it around the outside, not quite, well, the move wasn't done so you could do a switch back. M still on that inside, and then round the right hander as they dive down the hill. Ewan is just going to carry a little bit more speed and keeps the position ahead of the Ferrari driver. On to number 8, we have Lewis Johnson versus Wong Don, TTM Leg and TTM Cat. So as we see, starting the race from tier 3, gets a pretty decent start, following his teammate ahead. Goes around the outside of not one, but both of the McLarens. So already making a decent start there, making up 2 positions, but he's not done yet, as on the run down to turn 4, he's going to go down the inside, the tyre advantage on Wong Don, and gets the move up into P3. On to number 7, we have Dat Circle versus Daddy Long Q and Brembo. On board with Dat Circle in the Renault. There's a nice little channel in between the 2 drivers that he goes right through, makes it past his teammate, but then Brembo round the outside in that Mercedes car just manages to get a good traction out of the corner and keeps that 4th place ahead of the Renault driver. On number 6, we have Aim Snipes versus PRT Huku in our F2 race. Coming through this hairpin, Huku gets a bit of a tank slapper, then Aim Snipes get a tank slapper, and up the hill they go, which will then dive down the hill. Aim Snipes is going to go right round the outside, just leaving him enough room on the apex, and then gets better traction out of the difficult, really tight downhill corner, and gains the position there on Huku. On to number 5, we have Ace Watch versus Alfie and CRL Jill at the start of the F2 race. We've got Alfie and Jill ahead, Ace Watch currently in P7, biding his time. Jill goes a little bit wide, Ace Watch takes advantage and goes in the inside of turn 4, but that's not done, the move's not done yet, because Alfie goes wide in the first right-hander here, and then round the outside, Ace Watch is able to make the move up just in time for the safety car, making up 2 places there. On to number 4, just missing out on the podium, we have TTM Riley versus Curry and Alistar. On board with Riley here as he's about to get overtaken by Alistar. You can't see his arrow there. Ali's going to swing it around the outside, goes up the inside, and then tries to dive it down the inside of Curry, doesn't quite make it, but Riley gets a better line through that tight and twisty short section. So keeps the position ahead of Alistar, and then on the run down the back straight, gets the move done past Curry and up into P13. On to the first of our podium positions, we have Son Pikachu versus Sierra. From our F2 race again, Son Pikachu going down the inside of turn 1, quite a simple standard move here. Sierra is going to try and switch it back, but doesn't quite get the traction to go side by side. But as Son Pikachu gets a bit of a tank slapper out of turn 3, Sierra goes down the inside, coming towards turn 4 even. Still side by side the two F2 drivers, battling very hard, very cleanly though. It looks like at the moment Sierra has got a bit better traction out that corner, but round the outside Son Pikachu goes, which will then turn to the inside. Sierra tries to keep it there, but eventually has to give up the position to Son Pikachu. On to number 2, we have Noel versus Super Jelly Dog and his teammate TTM Juice. On board with Noel, little DRS chain here, as Juice is going to go around the outside, and then he dives down the inside of his teammate, and then around the outside of Super Jelly Dog and gets the move done past both of them. A very exciting move there to go from looking down the inside to slipping past both of them down the middle. And on to our first place, we have M-Still versus Small Hands. A bit of a longer clip this is, as we see Small Hands go down the inside, but M-Still's not gonna give him the position to then get a little switchback up the hill, charging up the hill around the outside using that ERS you can see, and he keeps the position there. But then moving on to the next lap, only a couple of corners later, Small Hands goes down the inside of turn 1, M-Still gives him the position, does a little switchback, and up the hill he tries to get the position back, but you see he's running on very low ERS, both on very low ERS, both have DRS up the hill, and then down into turn 4, M-Still dives down the inside. You get a little bit of contact made there, but just a little bit of nudging and bumping, nothing too serious, but Small Hands goes around the outside, and the move is still not done yet because M-Still, with his teammate right behind, will dive down the inside of the hairpin. Both drivers being super respectful here, and then up the hill they charge. M-Still couldn't quite keep up with him up the hill, but excellent battling from those two there. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, smash that like button, subscribe to keep up with all the content that we produce here at TTM. I hope you're all staying safe, and we'll see you next time.